Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Lennon just checking in with you as you continue on your adventures in doing biology through your fermentation experiments. I hope you've learned a lot in these few weeks. I know that it can be frustrating when you start doing your own experiments, designing them, doing them, learning that, hey, I should have done that differently. But it's also exciting. It's one of the things I love best about being a scientist. It's getting to figure things out. And when you get something not quite right the first time, getting to tweak it and get it right the second time. So just to sort of a recap, I'm going to share my screen with you. So you have been doing biology with us for a few weeks now. You designed your own experiments, you carried them out, you presented them to your peers and probably got some feedback. And that's what it's really all about. So the first thing you did was, right, you designed your experiment. We'll try to write as clearly as possible. Secondly, do your experiment. And probably when you did your experiment, it didn't go quite as smoothly as you thought it would. And that's okay. That's what we expect to have happen. That's why you're doing this now and you're learning from it so that when you do it more in the future, things will be a lot more smooth for you. All right, and then what you did was you presented it to your peers, the people in your lab, and your instructor. So that's always important as well in science. You want to present to your peers, but you also maybe want to present to some people who are thought of as authorities on the subjects to get some feedback. And that's really important too. One of the things that is really important as a scientist is being able to let go of your ego and take feedback from other people and use that feedback in a constructive way. Sometimes it can be hard, but it's very, very important because someone else may have thought of something that you didn't. So you use that feedback to do part 5, quite likely, and you revised your design. This week in lab, you're going to do it again. You'll do this experiment. And then you're going to do what we sort of think of as the goal as a scientist. You're going to look to publish your work. Now, in a very digital age, you might be thinking, oh, who puts things in books anymore? Still in science, publishing is the sort of kind of end step to an experiment or a set of experiments because they'll always lead to more. And publishing can be online, publishing can be on paper, but we do a peer-reviewed publishing, not self-publishing, not YouTube, peer-reviewed publishing that tells you that people who are your peers or people who are experts in the field have looked at your work and they're going to approve it for others to see. So you'll do your experiment, and then step 7, you're going to write it up in a lab report. A lab report is very much like a scientific publication that you might read in a research journal. So you're going to base it on that. You're going to be doing your lab reports independently, and then you're also going to be incorporating peer review in that, which is really cool. So you will be doing biology, which was our whole point all along. So with that, this is Dr. Lennon signing out. Remember to ask questions. If you have any, reach out to your lab instructor, reach out to your lecture instructor. If it's the same person, only do it once. And, get right out there and do biology.